There is a feeling we carry, like a counterfeit coin in our pocket, one we keep hidden, far from the eyes of those we love. It shames us, for it contradicts the person we pretend to be. Silent envy is exactly this. It is not blatant jealousy, nor the anger that screams, it is the whisper that no one hears. The burning sensation we feel when we see someone achieve exactly what we desire, that which we believed would be ours. You know this moment. You are scrolling through a social media feed and you see a photo of a friend in front of a new house, or perhaps someone you have known since adolescence, now married with children, living the life you imagined for yourself, and there, in that very second, something burns within. It is not joy. You try to force a smile, you try to comment something kind, but inside there is a voice that whispers, "Why not me? Why did they succeed and I did not?" You keep scrolling, pretending that nothing happened, that everything is fine, that you are a good person who celebrates the victories of others, but the burning remains. It stays for hours, sometimes it stays for days. Silent envy exists because we are creatures who live in constant comparison. Our brain did not evolve to handle the infinite exposure of other people's lives. It was designed to compete within a small group where you knew everyone and you knew exactly where you stood in the hierarchy. Today you have access to millions of lives, millions of successes, and your status system simply collapses. Psychologically, what occurs is that envy becomes a false defense mechanism. It tells us, you are not enough, that person is better than you, and we believe it. Because it is easier to blame another's luck than to recognize that perhaps we have not yet done what was necessary, or perhaps our life is simply different, and that is perfectly fine. But here is the truth that no one wants to hear. Envy is not a moral defect. We are not bad people for feeling envy. We are people who were taught to believe that there is only one form of success, one single correct timeline, and that if we are not on it, we have failed completely. Envy is merely the pain of this belief. It is the mourning for a life we imagine that has not yet arrived, and perhaps it never will. And yes, it hurts, but pain is information. It is an alert, not a sentence. What we can do is, at once, simple and impossible, to recognize envy when it insists on appearing, not as something to be hidden or denied, but as a messenger telling us something about ourselves. Envy whispers, "You want this?" And it is fine to want, it is fine to desire. What is not fine is to live an entire life in silence, pretending that we want nothing, that we are happy with what we have, when, in truth, we are aching for something we have not yet reached. Perhaps the first step is simply to admit this to ourselves, without guilt. Perhaps it is to stop following so closely the lives that hurt us. Perhaps it is to make a real choice about what we want and to act toward it instead of merely desiring what we see in others. Silent envy does not disappear, but it changes when you look it in the eyes and decide to change. If you also feel that this unconfessable burning of envy needs to be left behind, this channel is for you. Here we explore the feelings we are ashamed to admit with genuine compassion, and we gently let them go. Subscribe and continue to join us.